posted on YouTube. It started going,
Miss Gumbo. I can say my own name, shit.
It's Star and Gumbo. Okay. Well, this topic was a request from my good friend AJ, the Beast One. The Beast One. I'm sorry, AJ. Okay. The original question was, I'm going to read the exact message. Okay, it says, what's good, Miss Star and Miss Gumbo? I had a question about studs and femmes having the baby mom and baby daddy situation and relationships because of the children that may be involved. Does that complicate future relationships? Do y'all believe in it, and what are y'all views on it? That's the question. This is a blog that I did about the topic today and some of the views on it. Okay, I said my first question is to the femmes. What matters more, having the person there and taking care of their responsibility, or actually being together? A lot of people in this situation usually don't stay together, so that's why I asked the question. And then the baby is used against the stud, which I think is pretty fucked up. Just being honest about it, I really do think that's fucked up. I mean, you're gonna have this baby. And have this female in this baby's life. She's attached to the baby. She loves the baby. She'll do whatever for the baby. And then because of you guys didn't work out, you're just gonna snatch that from that person. I don't think that's very fair, but whatever. Okay, in films, would you allow the child's biological father to be in his or her life? Why or not? Now for the studs, why is it so important for another female to carry your baby? I ask this because you can bear or can carry a child yourself in most cases. So why not? Is it because you are afraid of what others may think? Why get yourself emotionally tied to a child that has absolutely no biological ties to you, with the possibility of having that child taken from you? My view, you guys. I feel that it's okay for someone to be there to help take care of the child, but no title should be involved. I think that once the child is of age, that then the child can call her what she wants. I would also let the child's biological father be in his or her life. Growing up without a father myself, I know how that can be, so I wouldn't purposely do that to my child, especially for my own selfish reasons, being a homo, whatever. So, do I believe in it? I feel like before we are lesbians or whatever, that we are women. And most our women have that maternal instinct. You know, all women, I mean, if you believe, whatever, you can bear children. If there's no, medical problem, you can bear children. So why wouldn't you want to? Why wouldn't you want to have someone carry your name? So when you're gone, a person will still be here. So no, I really don't believe in it. I mean, if you're with somebody doing the whole process, cool, whatever. That person is going to want to be there, but I don't think any title should be given at first.
Me personally, what I told her, as I said, me personally, I have always been curious about that one myself. That is a very good question, because I've never really understood that, and I see like a lot of videos or whatever on YouTube that's questioning why. I mean, should the kids call a stud daddy, or or something like that. I've always been like a little curious about that. I would really like to see a relationship like that, and actually, instead of being on the outside looking in, I would rather, like actually see how that goes and see how everybody interacts, and see before I even, get that much into detail about it and just really speak about something I really don't know about. But anywho, like I told her that's a question, and I need to ask that one myself, but I see a lot of feminist relationships end, and the girl is stuck with their child, or stud tries to be there, but the new love is irritated by that, meaning, the other person's significant other is like jealous somewhat, or or is becomes aggravated that, this person still has an emotional attach on the child or whatever, and then two females being very unstable creatures, and the mixed emotions and everything. Two females already been around each other, it's already, always like a lot of emotions and stuff like that, so, I mean, anything can flare out at any time, and you just don't want to get caught up in that. But anywho, I also told her, about my experience. You know, I was somewhat in this relationship with this stud that I talked about earlier, y'all. And me and this stud, we really weren't talking that long before she went and got my daughter's name tattooed on her arm, which I thought was kind of cuckoo. But, you know, hey, to each his own, whatever. But then after I told her I didn't want to, you know, mess with her anymore, be with her anymore, she kind of jumped stupid. She jumped stupid and threatened to kick my ass. Ha ha ha, we knew that was a joke. But she really went crazy, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, after she calmed her nerves and after we really discussed things and had a grown, you know, conversation about it, you know, she later on told me that every female that she talked to, if they did not respect the fact that she had a daughter, you know what I'm saying, or a goddaughter, however she put my daughter, she switched up the status so much that she wouldn't talk to them, whatever. But anywho, I so would not do it myself personally, have a baby for a stud, because like I said, it could be wishy-washy at any moment, and I already don't like bitches, you know what I'm saying, just to be around me like that. I don't even have friends, female friends, I don't, you know what I'm saying. It's just, that's why me personally, I like studs. That's why her personally, she really can't click with a femme, because baby, two females just all emotional stuff like that, I just can't do it. But
situation,
like I said, thank you
like
again, AJ,
or whatever. But the child is 5. My baby will soon be 6, and I didn't actually come into her life until she was 2 or whatever. But
for real?
Mhm.
Oh my God.
But I mean, you know, I've done things for her and for her mom. You know, I'm close with her whole family or whatever. And here recently, she started calling me mommy. And the first time she called me that, I really had to get her to say it again, YouTube, because I was just like ecstatic, but I didn't want to really show that. And she was like, she said that she has 3 mommies, which is me, her biological mom, and her cousin Nene, or whatever. So yeah, I really think that that whole title should be left up to the child, because you have to think about the fact that that baby is not going to be a baby forever, and that child is going to get older. That child is going to know that 2 women cannot make a baby, and then you're going to have to sit your child down and
really have that conversation.
Yeah, and have that conversation. And then once that child is at that understanding, then give that child the opportunity to give a title herself or himself, whatever, himself. I'm sorry, that was incorrect grammar. But that's our views on it. You know, sorry, Gumbo. Now for the word of the day.
I want to add some of that. That's why I feel like personally, you really shouldn't put all that stuff up in a child's head, because it's just gonna confuse them. I mean, that's just how I'm feeling. That call her daddy or stud daddy or this and that, and that's your cousin, that's your auntie, all that make believe ass shit. I don't even like it when niggas be calling other niggas they brothers and they cousins and stuff like that, and they're like no blood related type deal. I really don't get that. But anywho, just don't confuse the babies. You know, they already got like a lot to endure when they're growing up or whatever. But the word of the day, we chose a very interesting word. Most people cannot grasp this word or really do not know the meaning of it like at all. And everybody can feel us on this. But our word of the day is, drumroll please, friend. Friend, friendship, friends. The definition of it in Webster's.
And my life starting here today.
A person attached to another by affection or regard. I'm going to repeat that. A person attached to another by affection or regard. That is what a real friend is. Webster said it so himself. Okay?
Okay, himself. Also, we're going to go to where it explains relationship. Because somebody tend to get those confused. They do.
Don't you think that needs to be another word? We don't want to get too into that's like a whole other video.
Okay, well, that's a whole other video. You know, this has been our video on stud baby daddies and the baby mama situation.
Stud families, studdy femmy.
Why did you just say
feminine studs, lesbian relationships, and